Alright, we're doing Breath of the Wild Part 2. So yeah, I don't know how frequently I'm going to do these videos, but yeah, let me do one now. I think it's honestly just gonna be whenever I feel like it. But yeah, let me. Alright, so we're about halfway through the Great Plateau. We're on the third shrine here. No, is this the third shrine? Nope, this is the second shrine we're doing. Alright, so yeah, blow that up. Last time I was trying to do a glitch called the wind bomb. Um, trying to do that to get through, get up top, kind of get in an area I'm not supposed to. I'm not great at the wind bomb. I think I'm understanding it a little better now, but I'm still not the best with it. Let's tap that down. So I don't know. I kind of want to do it because I spent so much time in the last video trying to make that work. I think Link would die if I tried it right now. Eat some meat. Um, let's see. Alright. We'll just. So I think you need to do the shield, and then drop the bomb first, and then nope. Alright. Alright. Okay. Blow that up. I'm learning the order that you do the things in is a little more precise than I remembered. Alright. Then do that. And then, there we go. That's what I wanted. Nice. Alright, so here we are. This is up on top of the shrine where you're not supposed to be. And now I kind of want to go over there. But I don't have the health to pull that off, so I will not do that. But yeah, what you're supposed to do is launch a bomb from that thing over there. Use that. Let's gotta see. Yep. And then it would launch the bomb all the way over there to those blocks, and it would blow them up. And then that's how you would get over here. Cause there's like there's a ladder on that side. You can climb up. But instead, we're not going to do that. We're gonna hop down here and get our spirit orb. I'm glad that didn't take too long. I was worried I'd have to spend some time remembering how to do it. I practiced a little bit in another shrine on my main save, but I wasn't too successful. So yeah, there we go. My goal today in this video is just to do the first or the last two shrines. Shouldn't be too hard. But yeah, and then we can get out and start actually exploring the full world in the next video. Or maybe in this video, I don't know. Depends on if I can do this quick. Okay, so we're going to ignore these guys. Maybe not, actually. What else? Travel right. Now we leave. Because I don't care. Oh, let's grab this. I think this is the Nintendo Switch shirt. Yes, it is. Sick. Let's throw that on. Sick fit. I was kind of hoping they'd replace it with a Switch 2 shirt, but that, feels a little too much. I don't know. A little more than they probably were aiming for the Switch 2 edition. But I can dream. I would love for them to do a Switch 2 edition of Animal Crossing and just add a Switch 2 as something you can buy, and that's like the only thing they change. It's kind of funny. Okay. So, let's climb up here. There's probably a better way to get up. So our goal next is to get up there to that shrine. Shouldn't be too hard. Go way back. Alright. Got an eyeball. Got a wing. Got more wings. Sick. Yeah. So it's funny, in hard mode, like if you're playing, there's like a mode called Master Mode in this game. And if you're playing in this little area, in the very beginning of the game, there is an insanely hard enemy called like a Lionel over here. It's like a Minotaur kind of thing. And it is stupid hard to fight at this like stage in the game, you basically have to like abuse. I say abuse. You have to like use mechanics to make sure your weapons don't break. So you can only attack them in like certain times when like weapon durability is turned down, um, or you can just spam them with bombs. That works too. But yeah, hard guy. All right. So yeah, this I don't know how entertaining I can make a playthrough of this game, um, because while I enjoy it, I mean a lot of it is just walking. Um, but it is, in my opinion, like it's a really fun world to explore, and it's really nice just to like get lost in it. Um, but we will see. We will see. I mean, if I was going for like quality here, I probably would be filming it like this. Um, in fact, I know the glare's kind of bad. Can I turn up? No, I can turn up the brightness. Um, so it just is what it is. Can I turn on the exposure at all? Maybe. I don't know if that makes it better or worse. Oh well. I think I'm gonna turn down a little more. Pot lid. Grab. Should we cook anything? I don't have anything to cook. Cook mushroom. Beautiful. Okay, what else we got? Make maybe no, not really. I forget if you can cook with these to make like elixirs. Um, I'm not gonna risk it. I know in Tears of the Kingdom they have like a more useful kind of like they like give you like fire powers on like your weapons. Um, but I don't remember if that translates to anything in this game. Pick some apples, do. So now I'm kind of curious. Typically, what you do is you chop down a tree and you get over there. Um, but I think I might. What we're gonna do. I messed it up. Yeah, I messed that up. Oops. Trying to wind bomb. We'll try that again. Good thing I have some apples. Whoop. Unfortunately, I don't think it's worth wasting my health on. We'll try one more time. I think that's gonna be good. Yep, if Link doesn't die. Yep, okay. Well, at least it worked. Yeah, I don't think I have the health to pull that off well, so we're just going to continue. But I proved I can do it. So, let's grab these apples again. You see now that I respawn, I have all that health back. Darn it. Okay. Fine, I'll play the way I'm supposed to. Do I have alright, just this sword. This should do. Chop that down. It's pretty hard with this thing. Correctly. Sick. Alright. We'll have to walk across this. Not hard. Now there's some guys sleeping over here, but for the sake of time, I think we ignore them. So this climb is kind of hard. I say hard. You have very limited stamina right now. Now I do have this lovely meal to help it out a little. But it's pretty simple. You just got to know where to stop. There's pretty easy resting spots all throughout. There's also some cool mushrooms you can grab. And those will be useful for cooking later. Just grab these. Yep. Take a little rest here. Boop-a-doo. There's some guys down there as well that I didn't fight. There's actually a lot of cool stuff to fight up here. There's a whole mini boss up in this opening area that I actually didn't even find my first playthrough. It's kind of fun. And it's cool too because you come back to this spot in Tears of the Kingdom and that mini boss is like a little stronger now and he has like a little, because it's like a rock monster, and it has like in Tears of the Kingdom, like the sequel, you come back and it has like a whole like monster camp sitting on top of it. That's pretty cool. Come on, you can make it up. There we go. Now, let's see. Here. There's like 2 spots. I'm not really sure. I think that one over there on the left is kind of like a red herring. So I'm not really sure how you could use that to get up effectively. I never use it. Let me just... And there we go. And we, of course, we got a guy. You loser. Take your arm. And I'm going to take your spear. And I'm going to pick up your little round head. And I'm going to throw it off. And he's dead. Nice teeth. Okay, let's open this sucker up. Cool. Okay. This one's pretty fun to mess around in. Alright, so this ability is that it gives us a stasis. I remember when I was first playing the game, and I found out that there are shrines in the overworld, outside of just this area, I thought that they would all give you a little ability like this. They do not. But I remember that being something that, like, I was like, oh my gosh, there's like hundreds of abilities in this game. That's crazy. There's not. But the ones that are here are stupidly versatile. Like, something that I think is really neat about this game is the way that its like physics system works with these abilities. So this one lets you stop stuff in motion, like this gear, so you can get across this platform pretty easily. Shit, man. I like doing this without doing that. You gotta time it just right, but I'm pretty sure you can. I just want to try now. Yep. Alright. Now to do it again. Alright, messed that up. Bummer. Alright. Don't die on me, Link. Have some shrooms. And I do wish you could like remove those a little easier. I'm still having to go back onto the thing and undo it. Stop that ball. I want that treasure up there. We're gonna do this little glitch run. I'm not feeling so strong. Yep. I should have ran. Big whoop, big whoop. Alrighty. Well, we're gonna do that again. This time we're not gonna die. We're gonna do things the way God intended. Not like that. Didn't know you could slip through there. Blam. I need more food. I can't really heal that much. Stop. Alright, there we go. Is it safe? It is not. Woo! Alright, now can I? Yeah, you can bop it. But I'll like the kinetic energy. See ya. Now watch, it's gonna smash me. Oh, nope, I missed it. Or it missed me. Which is good. I like that. I forgot the floor are like not really slidable in here. Alright, so this is the spot where I was supposed to teach you. You can, I say teach you. The spot where you're supposed to be able to break one of these and get through. Let's go ahead and waste the sword. Bye-bye club. Boom. Now, here's something fun. So, this is right up here, right? So, like, in view. and it just disappears for these cutscenes. That's something I noticed recently. It's like it despawns just about everything for these. Um, I also learned that these cutscenes, if you don't skip them, you actually have shorter loading times because it's just using these as like an excuse to load stuff. Learned that recently. Now, I don't really care about the load times, and they're not really that bad on the system, so I don't even really think they were too bad in Breath of the Wild, like on Switch One. Um, I say, but this is it's taking a minute for some reason. Uh, all right, well here we are. Now typically we're about to go up into the cold section, which, fun fact, on Switch 2 for some reason. No, it's not Switch 2. I'm sorry. It's Tears of the Kingdom, where they change the spot where it makes Link cold, and so for some reason, um, it's a little different about like the way the spot up here, like I guess like the altitude you have to get Link cold, um, and if he's cold, you like start losing health, and I don't particularly have the equipment to survive the cold. There's a way. There's like a little mini quest up on this area to where you can get some like you get like a shirt that like warms Link up better. But I don't want to do that because that requires like fishing. There's also some food you can get to keep them warm. But instead, what I think I'm gonna do I have a torch? I do not. Dang. Okay. I'm gonna go down here to these guys while Link is dying of cold. And we're going to see what I can do with their fire. Typically, I would have a torch, but I do not now. So, I need that. Give me a weapon. I don't need this to die. That's the thing, because like non-torch weapons in this game will like burn up, and they'll like break quicker when they're burning. And so, yeah, gotta be a little careful with these. I have an idea. So I have like a few flammable weapons. Everything but the swords are flammable. Um, so what I'm gonna do probably is I'm gonna light this on fire and use that to keep me warm as I get to the shrine that's on the other side of this area. So first I'm gonna open this up. We got some arrows. I'm gonna cook this food real quick on the fire. Cook some food on the fire. That way it won't be like I guess technically cooked, but it's like roasted, and so it does. It'll heal more, which will be useful for when these weapons break and I need like regenerate health quickly to survive. Cook these apples. Boom, roast apple. I don't think this one did it. Kick it into the fire, maybe. Nope. Okay. There we go. That thing's toasty. Okay, I think we're about as good as we can be. There's probably some kind of speedrunning way to get through here. In fact, I'm pretty sure I could probably wind bomb. The issue is, like the wind bomb over there, I don't have the glider, so I can't break my fall easily. So we're just gonna do this, and we're gonna hope this works. You see, the only issue is if this breaks without me knowing it. If this like breaks before I can transfer the fire to a different weapon, that's not good. My idea is I could just throw it onto the ground, or light something else on fire. In fact, I think my goal is going to be light that bush on fire down there. And then we're going to hop. Nope, so that didn't light on fire. Cool. Maybe now? There, now it lights on fire. And so I'm going to swap to a different weapon just to be safe. Can I light a shield on fire? I don't know. Don't think so. Okay. I am overly paranoid doing this, but I don't need this to break. So I'm going to start mass forest fires, I suppose. Okay. So there's a fire here. Gonna go ahead and start. And I'm gonna save right here too, just as like a checkpoint. Because this spot, when I'm typically playing through, I definitely will do this in like the speedrunnery way, um, which is like this. Trying to remember, I actually don't know if I can cross up here pretty easily. I think I can. Um, there's a few ways to get over. I could have used that as like a boat, like a boat to get across. Um, but I don't want to blow that boat up. Or I don't want to like catch it on fire, and I don't trust myself not to do that. I'll take an acorn. Um, so here's another fire here. Um, so what's interesting is I'm noticing these bows, like, or these like the clubs, they're like sparkling, if you see, and that effect typically means they're not taking damage. So that makes me wonder if the degradation of the weapon goes away once I put the fire out. I don't know. I've never looked into that, but that's what that seems to indicate. All right, we got a guy. Um, Now that's good. A red Chi Jelly is really good. So if you kill like a blob like that, if you kill them with like an elemental weapon, it'll change the element of their goop that they drop. And so that's good because fire goop. Um, would that do it? Either. Yeah, fire goop is very helpful in this kind of section because I don't want to die. And so that way I can, if say this weapon does break on me when I'm trying to get up there to the shrine, if it does break on me, I can just throw down some fire goop and relight my weapon. And now I'm getting lots of it. So that's pretty promising. Now I'll have to put the club out up here so I can cross the bridge. And it broke. Alright, so throw that there. And we're going to... I forgot I can't throw this in this game, which makes me less confident. Where is the last fire I lit? It's back here somewhere. It probably hasn't spawned back in, which doesn't encourage confidence. Yikes. I see the fire. I don't know if it's still going. It might have been put out. Yeah, I don't want to risk that. No, I think I have to. My indecision here is probably not helping. So we're going to do this glitch to run a little quicker. It's not die in cold water. We're going to use... I think the only way to activate the Choo Choo Jelly in this game is to kind of run back, shoot. Yeah. Okay. Well, so now I got to be more careful about the bow breaking. The bow. I don't know why I keep calling it a bow. Gotta be more worried about that breaking though. I'm not too worried. There's not much further to go. And there's even another little, like, monster camp around here. So, not too worried. I am going to put that out. Ah, no. Dang it. Okay. I thought I could relight the weapon quick enough there, and so it wouldn't degrade. And then grab that. I don't know. I'm not very talkative. I mean, I'm talkative. I'm talking through this. But I could be, I guess, more entertaining. I don't know. I'm worried this isn't very, very entertaining, but I'm not really making it to be. I just, in general, I think we need more, like, kind of human content on YouTube. And I think this kind of thing is nice and human. I'm just, playing my favorite game. In a very low quality manner. No, I put that out. Okay, we're just going to try to run through here. I'm not feeling good. I don't want to run back and do that. Here, what I might do is put that down. We're going to drop this. Drop that. Walk away. Light it on fire. The only issue is I was going to have to put it down here anyway. Do I have any wood? No. Yeah, I was going to have to put it down here anyway, so what I think I'm going to do... Yeah. Is I'm just going to take the blood of my health right now. And get this on the platform. Now we're gonna try it. We're gonna do that again. Throw that down. There's green grass over here. We're just gonna run over here, take a break, where I'm not about to die. Maybe they have some food over here. Using all my arrows. Let's get cut that down so we can actually get up there. Okay, so they have food. You cook these typically to get like heat resistant food, or I'm sorry, to get like cold resistant food. They do have a cooking pot here, so I could just make some of that. I didn't kill him, dang it. Trying to make sure he doesn't ragdoll off because I want his weapons. Take that, you big old pig. Yep, no, he ragdolled away. But I got his weapon, so it's all okay. Drop a shield. We don't need the pot. Grab these. Oop, there's a torch. Nice. Okay. So now I'm playing this. I've always wondered if this was kind of intended to be a spot you could go do all that, like, kind of like as an easy way to prepare yourself to go up there. But from like a map perspective, it's not. There's not a ton here. There's not really an easy way to get up from down here. I don't need the torch. But you see, it's like, this is pretty hard to climb up, I think, and it's not. I always felt like it felt more natural to go up the way I did. In fact, I did all these in the order I got up here in, like in my first playthrough. But now that I'm looking at it, you probably could climb up here with, like, no, or like your little stamina and make it work. So anyway, that's a bit of like a detour. So we're just gonna run over here. I think I'm just gonna light the torch on fire because these won't break if you light them on fire, like they don't burn up. So I'm just gonna do that. I'm not gonna cook anything. So yeah, I'm running out of things to say. Whoa! Almost fell. Did you see that? Wow. Okay. And we just whoop. I think I can just jump across this. Yeah, I can. In fact, I don't even think there's anything to worry about. Alright, cool. So yeah, we're going to gonna walk up here. The big concern is making sure you don't accidentally like climb on something like this and put out your torch. I'm not worried about that. I'm a pro gamer. I would never. So yeah, just climb up here. You know, do a little more deforestation, just for a good measure. Do a little hop and a skip, shall we? Yeah. Whoop. Let's see. I think, yeah, just go like this. There is, I thought there was a monster camp around here. I know there is. I just thought it was closer. Yeah, I hear them. Do you have to climb? Maybe you do. Oh, no, I can go around. I didn't go this way on my current save file. I went a little different. I think I just climbed up, dodged the snowballs. And you got some dudes doing some bad stuff over here. Let's fight them. And they fall. It's a good sword. Get some seared steak. You know, I love some good steak. Grab my new belongings. And then we go. I always like the music when you're just kind of rolling around like this. It's very, very nice. I like the water. It's not the most like advanced water in a game, but I still think it looks cool. climb up here, and we are at the last shrine of the Great Plateau, at least. So let's get in. This ability is pretty cool when you get in the shrine. Basically, it lets you make like these ice pillars, and you can use that to get across bodies of water you can't swim through. Because like if you don't have enough like strength or whatever, and then you can use it to do a lot of puzzles, which we're gonna do some here. So yeah, just mash through all this. I wish you could skip these scenes. I think you can skip the Nope, you can't skip this. Cool. I was never mind. I was gonna make a rather crude joke, but I'm not. I think if you saw the joke, I mean, you can probably infer if you I don't know where I was going with that. You can figure it out. So yeah, all right. Last rune acquired. I mean, not technically. There are like other runes, but they're like not useful to this degree. It's like, oh, here's your amiibo rune, so you can scan your little figurines like this and to the game. It's not as useful. Also, look, I have a little Zelda rune. No, Zelda amiibo. Kind of cool. Anyway, it's stuff like that, or like a camera. It's nothing that's like useful for like gameplay really. So yeah, you can use it to open that gate. It's pretty cool. We can use this and this guy flying. Whoa, but he's launched. He doesn't know I'm here. Oh, I have no arrows. Dang. Alright, he spotted me. I'm gonna try to just do him with my shield. Nope. Okay, I'm rusty. Let's try again. Let me watch. Alright. Dang it. Okay. Luckily, they don't do much damage. Oh my gosh, I've just lost my timing. There we go, finally. It's like, am I not a pro gamer? Dang it, I can't. I'm getting rusty. Jump. No, don't do that. Get a run and start. Grab this treasure. I think it's like a spear. It's like a throwing spear, traveler spear. Inventory full. What are we getting rid of? I don't need this leaf. Okay, I can't show that. Trap. Sick. Okay. And then I'm gonna heal. Do I have a... Yeah, I have the stick. Lovely stick. Use this to push the little platform up. Bada bing. Bada boom. And then it's done. This one would be a pretty fun shrine to, like, I think get on top of the stuff over there. But I'm not going to do that right now. Or even up to there, I think it'd be cool. I might try that later on my own save file. But yeah, and then that is the last shrine. And so now all we got to do is go to the Temple of Time to get the glider, and then we're done. And then we can just move on to the rest of the game at our own pace. Which was crazy to me when I first played it. I'd never played a game that was like non-linear, really. So that was like insane. Just to have a game where it's like, oh, you can do things in your own order. Like you don't have to like do the game like quests when the game wants you to. All right. And that's it. I think I'm gonna end this here so we can actually just start exploring in the next video. All right, cool. Thanks for watching.